Alrighty, starting with the Wood Elves of Xiphos, we have unorthodox army. We have 2 Wild Riders, 4 Dryads, no experience on them, 2 War Dancers with Arasi Spears, 1 regular War Dancer with a little bit of experience, 3 Deepwood Scouts, and they're the regular ones also, so interesting. So a lot of really high tier infantry. We also have a Spellslinger of Life with her tools, as well as a Glade Lord, the female variety, with her Arab Kernos and Prey of Anathrama. On the opposite side, we have the Beastmen, their natural enemy. We have a whole bunch of the two-handed Gore Herd. We have 5 of them. We also have 2 Ungor herds with the regular. 2 Ungor herds with the regular swords. We then have a Ungor spear herd. In the back, we have some of my favorite units: 4 units of Chaos Warhounds with poison, my doggos, 2 units of Razor Gore Herd, and 1 Vanilla Minotaur. Leading the way, we have Malagor. That's a interesting choice. He's bringing the lore of with Devolve Traderkin and a couple of his very special icons, giving him a leadership debuff to the enemies, as well as a Gorbel. So very unorthodox armies on both halves. Like, most people never take anything besides of the Shadow Grave gave, but yeah.
Understood.
So the archers, it's going to depend on how much value they can get.
As you command,
the Dryads are actually a pretty decent choice against the Beastmen, unless we're predicting a bunch of Beastigors, which you obviously do not see. Also, Vanguard deploying this far forward is not the best idea, especially when facing such a fast army. But this will work because he's supporting them pretty nicely with the Wild Riders. On the flanks, Vanguard deployed are some of the Poison Hounds, which is pretty smart. And so a big issue is, not Gorbel, but, oh, he has 2 Gorbels, sorry, that's going to be very good for killing heroes. Unfortunately, his hero's up in the air, so we shall see how that goes. So Malagor is very, very squishy, so if he can land his Glade Lord on Malagor and just destroy him, the Beastmen will have a very bad time. This light infantry line of the Beastmen is very good swarming, which the Wood Elf players will have to have some very good micro to stop this, because a lot of the units of the Beastmen that we see here, the Razor Gore Herd, the Minotaurs, old dogs, they're going to be able to go all around the Wood Elf player as long as he doesn't clump up too much. This Lore of Life caster, it's very strong, but with this kind of army, with the low unit counts, especially with the very expensive infantry, and no big tanking units like no tree men, that's how I feel about that, you know? I would have preferred maybe some Lore of Beasts or something where shadows do damage. But the battle has begun. He immediately uncovered some of the hidden units, and we shall see what's going to happen. So immediately we're going to get opening fire from the Wood Elves. Deepwood Scouts, of course, can fire while moving and 360 degrees, which would do some very bad damage to these Gore Herds, because they again have no shields and next to no armor. On this flank over here, the Glade Lord and the Wild Riders chase back some of those Vanguard deployed Warhounds, while the main battle is commencing, with the Wood Elf player backing up as is expected, because those Deepwood Scouts need to survive long enough to just shoot. Hello, welcome. He's casting something. It's gonna slow down. Again, it doesn't do much damage, and I prefer to cast it a lot later in the battle just to give the AoE heal to my army. But as you see here, they may have very fast reload, but their ammo is still relatively. I don't know how I feel about this. So they're going to get pushed against the wall, which means any route's going to immediately not. They're not going to be able to come back as they're going route right after the playing field. And he's also denying himself maneuverability, which he really needs as a Wood Elf. This is a very small map, and this really favors the Beastmen. But again, these Deepwood Scouts are doing a lot of damage, and the Gore Herds are very effective at dealing damage, but very expensive for their cost. I would not honestly bring them against the Wood Elves because, again, low armor. And what they do get is increased damage, and you don't really need that against the deeply armored Wood Elves. So here comes a nice initial charge of spears and Wild Riders against the dogs and the Razor Gores, which are going to get torn up by the elite infantry. here in the main part of the battle is where the Wood Elves are going to
Azrael, attack!
get destroyed. Here the Wild Riders are again going to take out those dogs. But over here, the Wood Elves I predict to win. They're reinforcing pretty nicely. But again, middle, they're just overwhelming them. And that Spellslinger of Life went in for a charge and got torn to pieces. But he's holding the line fairly well. The offensive player really needs to push forward and take out these guys. He casts Devolve, which is doing some nice damage. Honestly, Vile Tide is what you need nowadays. And look, he forgot these Minotaurs, and they're finally getting in there. Look at all these units he's forgetting. Wow. And that Glade Dragon is actually getting in there. The Force Dragon doing some nice damage, but it's getting caught now with those reserved guys. Unfortunately, the Beastmen player was not able to micro well enough, and here's some dogs in the back. But again, they're going to get intercepted really quickly by these Arasi War Dancers, and this Malagor is going to just get torn to pieces by Archer Fire. Wow, what a turnaround! Yeah, I guess I underestimated how weak those Goreherd are. And yeah, these heavy-hitting units, they were not in the main fight. They're just here. They were trying to take out the Blade Lord on the Dragon, which of course can get out of there. And this is not looking very good for the Wood Elves. I don't know if I like that charge, because now he's going to just get swarmed a little bit. But the Wood Elf player is gonna it's low tier infantry. Yeah, he should have been a lot more clustered and tried to get to the archers, which he really needs to do. These archers, wow. These mid Gore Bulls are not going to survive long against a massed army of infantry. So the guy's just going to hold them down. Not really sure why he took the War Dancers with spears, but it's fine. A nice, huge arrow, doing some damage to those dogs. And yeah, the Willows are going to clean this up. Wow, great kiting being done. Yeah, the lack of shields on the Beastmen really hurt them. But yeah, not much I can say. These guys did not pay for themselves, and these archers, like, wow, they were effective. And again, the Dryads were exactly the right choice. Way too many dogs. This map was so small, no maneuverability, and by boxing himself in, he actually funneled the opponents towards him. Very well played. And these Razor Gore Herd, like, again, you need to have them facing what they need to face, these Dryads. Otherwise, not going to be good. Again, the Malagor pick, very strange. But there's round 1 for Xiphos against Gunlaug.